We are running a $200 Amazon gift card giveaway the entire month. All you have to do to enter is like this video, be subscribed, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment why you want to win it with your Twitter handle attached. I will announce the winner at the end of the month on Twitter. What is up, guys? It has been a little while since we have done a classic Sunday Call of Duty, but it is back. And do you have that gun that you wish you had used more, or even a gun in COD history that you never used for some reason? You overlooked it, you never found time for it, you used all the other guns and forgot about it until it was too late? Well, we are going to go over those guns, the ones you wish you had used more. Before we get into it, I am doing a giveaway, a big one for Call of Duty World War II. 10 copies on the console platform of your choice. Link is in the description. A bunch of different ways to enter for free. 10 people are going to win a copy of Call of Duty World War II for day of launch. And there is a link right below that to a pinned tweet on my Twitter. And if you guys go retweet that, you get a bonus entry. So go enter and good luck. And now, we're going to go over the guns that you guys, the community, said, you know what? I never really got to experience this gun in its heyday. And as always, we will have some honorable mentions at the end. So, kicking off our list today at number 10 from Cam, or CWombat711 on Twitter, he says, the G11 in Black Ops. Always got killed by it, but never really used it due to the Galil or the FAMAS dominating the game. Hashtag Chaos Top 10. And yes, the Galil and the FAMAS dominated the game, but there was a reason you were always getting killed by the G11, because it was absolutely dominant as well. You missed out on a one burst kill gun that many people just wrecked shop with. And here's a little tip. If you're getting killed by a bunch of other people with a certain gun, there is probably a good chance that that gun is something special. So next time you should probably try. But yes, the G11 was amazing. Coming in at number 9 from Mr. Christian04 on Twitter, hashtag Chaos Top 10. The Commando from Black Ops. I was never high enough level. Some of these hurt my heart, okay? That you say you never experienced these guns. There's no way you can walk away from Black Ops saying that you never experienced the Commando. One of the most smooth, buttery, just silky smooth, whatever you want to say, guns in COD history. You have to go back. Xbox One compatible is there, right? You need to go back, backwards compatible, and you need to play with the Commando. This cannot happen. You can't live your life never experiencing this gun. This gun was so good. That really truly hurts my heart that you never got to experience it. And number 8 from Grandma Got a Big D. The Model 1887 from Modern Warfare 3. Classic shotgun from Modern Warfare 2, but no dual wield for it and too busy using silenced submachine guns. Hashtag Chaos Top 10. I totally get it that you were using silenced submachine guns, especially like the MP7 in Modern Warfare 3. I get that totally, but well, this is probably one that will never be talked about again. Nobody ever talks about the Model 1887 from Modern Warfare 3. We talk about the Akimbos from Modern Warfare 2 because it was one of the strongest guns in history, but nobody ever talks about this one. And you couldn't have dual wield, so it wasn't similar to its sister version from Modern Warfare 2 in that right, but that's a good one. You never played with it, you never got to experience. Maybe, if you have time and you can find a lobby, go back and check it out. See what you think. I mean, that is not a gun you think about very often. At number 7 from Pro Pred Gaming. The FAL DSW pre-patch from Black Ops 2. There's me struggling with the MP7 and the MTAR without knowing the true power of this beastie rifle. Hashtag Chaos Top 10. Before it got patched, this thing was amazing. This thing was crazy. I think it was Clayster was making a name for himself in competitive with this before they nerfed it down. And here's the thing. How are you struggling with the MP7 and the MTAR? Those were decent guns in Black Ops 2. The MTAR especially was a really, really balanced, good assault rifle. But yes, if you never got to experience the FAL in its heyday, the headshot, the watermelon crusher, the head cannon, whatever you want to call it, you definitely missed out. And what's unfortunate with these patch guns is you can never go back and actually experience them. But you did. You missed out on one of the strongest semi-automatic weapons in COD history at the time. At number 6 from Logan Fuller on Twitter. The Peacekeeper from Black Ops 2. Never managed to buy the DLC. What? Hashtag Chaos Top 10. The first ever DLC weapon in Call of Duty, and you never got it. Were you not able to pick it up off the ground? There had to be people that were just running around with this everywhere. I remember Peacekeepers being littered all over the ground. Everybody was using them, and this was an awesome DLC weapon. This is how things should have stayed throughout Call of Duty. It didn't, but they hit it on the head when they did this. I made a super class setup with this thing with like 4 or 5 attachments or something on this Peacekeeper, and that sucks, Logan. You need to go back to Black Ops 2. It's plenty populated. There's people around, and you need to kill somebody that has the Peacekeeper so you can give it a go. At number 5, from Bucked Up 10 on Twitter, the Scar H from Black Ops 2. Always got killed by it, but never bothered to use it. Hashtag Chaos Top 10. I go back to the fact that if you're getting killed by a gun multiple times from multiple people, there's probably a reason for it. And the Scar flies under the radar is one of the most underrated guns in every Call of Duty. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the name. It's just never talked about. It's not flamboyant, but it's always good. Specifically, the Scar from Black Ops 2 was amazing, and nobody ever talked about it. Everybody was talking about the M8A1, or they were talking about the AN94, or even the MTAR over the Scar. But the Scar was up there at the top, and a lot of people know that. I guess it was a best-kept secret, and for some reason, it always flies under the radar every time in any Call of Duty, and it's always a top-performing gun. So yes, you missed out, but fortunately, Black Ops 2, like I said, is populated. So go back and give it a try and be like, yeah, well, you're going to kick yourself when you realize how good it was and how dominant you probably could have been with this thing for a long, long time. At number 4, from Chick Bebe, the HBRA3 Insanity from AW. Never got it, still want it. Hashtag Chaos Top 10. Now, this one sucks because you can't help this one. This is one that came in a supply drop, so you had no control over getting this one. And this was hands down my favorite gun in AW. I started off with the AK RIP. When I finally unlocked this bad boy, it was game over for me. I think I had my best match, like an 88-4. You're probably seeing a clip of that on the screen. The gun was beautiful. The gun was accurate. The gun was strong. All that gold scroll work. It's one of the most just stunning-looking weapons in Call of Duty in my mind, and that sucks. I can't say go back and play it because you never got it out of a supply drop, and you may never get to experience it. Chances are you won't, and that's not fair. That's not good. That should be something that is remedied, because a gun like this, everybody should have a chance to play with. At number 3, from Brian Duncan 34, the MP40 from World War II. I think he means World at War. I'm only 15 and I never played World at War, but I saw that thing melts faster than ice in 100-degree weather. Hashtag Chaos Top 10. Yes, it did. It was the most overpowered gun in the game, and I don't know if you could even get back over there and not get in a hacked lobby, but yes, you did miss out. We do get a version of it in World War II, and it's a good one, but it is not the one that was in World at War. There is a reason this gun was spammed and used, and it was never nerfed either that I know of, and it was absolutely a monster. And that sucks that you never got to experience it, because you may not, because you can't go over to the old one anymore without getting in a hacked lobby, but it's amazing. So you'll get a little piece of that history, a little slice of the pie with the new one in World War II, but it's still not the same. At number 2, from PLM UK05, the pre-patch PDW Black Ops 2. I never got a chance to use it, but if I did, it would have been a game changer. It was a game changer. It was the best gun in the game, in my opinion, at the very beginning. Had a 50-round mag. The thing was strong. I mean, everybody was using this, and then they nerfed it down to nothing. It was like shooting marshmallows out of a cannon. And it sucked. It really did, because this SMG was the total package. Just imagine the MP7 from Modern Warfare 3, but maybe a little less recoil and a few more bullets, I believe. This thing was amazing, and you'll never get to experience that again, because once again, this is one of those situations where it got patched, and you can't just go back and unpatch it. Maybe you can if you're like a computer master or something on PC, I don't know. But yes, it was dominant. And at number 1, from Commander KFC, the Modern Warfare 2 UMP was always an ACR from Oskai. Both of those guns were amazing, but if you knew about it, the UMP silenced was the SMG to go to in Modern Warfare 2. People absolutely dominated with that setup. And yes, the ACR and the FAMAS were great, but this gun was right there with them. And it flew under the radar. It really did for a lot of people, kind of like the Scar does. But the people that knew it were going around just crushing with this gun. So maybe if you can get in a lobby, you should go try it. Throw a silencer on it. I promise you will not be disappointed. First honorable mention of the day for Mr. Random. I wish I had the HD40 in Black Ops 3. It's a really good gun if you know how to use it. Well, I don't know how to use it, and I don't think it was a very good gun. I unlocked it. It was cool. It was nostalgic, but it did not have any stopping power in my opinion. But Hopefully you can get it. That's another one that's hidden behind supply drop walls, so I don't know if you'll ever get it, but if you do, let me know, how do you use it? And the final one today from, oh yeah, the XPR 50 from Black Ops 2. Amazing gun, but in-game with the DSR and the Ballista, it was nothing. Hashtag Chaos Top 10. It was overshadowed. There was nothing you could do against those two guns. The DSR, best sniper rifle in history to a lot of people before it got nerfed, and a lot of people love the Ballista. So, I don't know. Was the XPR 50 any good? You guys let me know in the comment section, and that's one you could go back and try, buddy. Black Ops 2 still kicking. And there you have it, my friends. Those are 10 guns that you just never actually took the time to play with that now you wish you had. You guys, let me know where we got it right, where we got it wrong. Thank you for all the support on the channel. Make sure to enter that giveaway. Maybe you'll get lucky and win Call of Duty World War II. I'll see you next Sunday for a new Sunday COD Top 10.